Okay, so here's the very start of it. And this is where, like, the important stuff happens. But, like, this is really just one of the most important parts about it. With the 5 people, you want to send as many people as you can going different ways. So I would say, for sure, one person goes that way to get our dash, but only one person. One person... What? Wait, sorry, back up there. 2 people go that way. One person goes to the left on that rail towards the shotgun to kind of like just maybe pick off a couple points from the person taking their dash. And one person goes high and then one person goes low.
Okay, and the persons go to left and right always go high.
Wait, what?
Okay, because you have 2 levels.
Goes left,
if you
always
see,
goes left.
Do the one that goes left, do they go to health or do they always take the shotgun?
Okay, it doesn't matter what you pick up. It's more just going that side to like interrupt their dash. Like if you see their dash is open, you can maybe like go and steal it. Okay. That's just important because when we played HAP and we did this map, they would have they kind of did what I'm talking about, and they just sent people all around the sides. Yeah. That way you kind of like scoop around the button and you can go around back. You can get into the other person's spawn, though only one person on your team could really be doing that. 4 people should usually be focusing on the button. And
only one person focusing on the button.
Okay, so
one person's focusing on spawn, everyone else on the button.
Okay.
It's up. Yeah. You want to get as many people as you can focusing on that button. So what I generally do is, because I usually go top, so I usually like sprint right out of the dash or right out of the spawn, and then in 1, 2, bit more dash, and then by the 3rd one, I can already jump right down. And that's just my quick way of getting there. Except when you're up here, at least what I do, is if you're already controlling the button, there's no need to jump down there at this point. You can maybe shoot somebody that's going that way, or maybe shoot somebody there, but I personally just wait. As soon as they hit the button, I can dash down and hit it. By the way, don't hit the button. That will make this strat talk a lot shorter.
Okay.
And so you can hit the button, and you can actually get like to that line in 3 dashes any way you go. Just like make sure to like stretch out your arm, get as far as you can. Just try and get those big dashes and strategical too, because it's very important for that. Second thing, when you're around the button and holding it, good places to be is, first of all, against the wall. You can have maybe 1 or 2 people here. Over that, well, then it's kind of just like you're sitting. Like there's like, okay, so if you had 3 people sitting here and then somebody popped up over there, it's going to be really easy to pick all of you guys off. You want to spread out. You can maybe go down here. I'm not a big fan of this spot because most people expect somebody here, so when they're coming around the corner, they'll usually like slowly check around this way and then go there, because this place only works for so long and then it's very obvious and you're in an open spot. Here, not a great place. That's just like not a great spot. But then again, having somebody in the open, at least that like moves a lot, like maybe here, could hide behind the wall and just draw attention. Like that's actually not a bad person to really have, is somebody usually that's more in the open to the view that they're looking at, like here, so that they can shoot at somebody taking dash. And also they are technically a bait, because when an opponent kills them, they're like, okay, the button's clear. They come over and then people hiding on that wall can shoot them.
Yep. I did a Nabius move here to be as movable, and I did this one. I was starting here, and then I shot, and then jumping, and I was like,
yeah, this. I actually did some of that, yeah.
and
I
actually it
did one
worked
of
pretty
those
good.
freshmen.
It worked pretty good.
It does, yes.
That's funny. Yeah,
I
you
know
kinda
that
move
some
pretty
people,
fast on you.
some people will say not to do that. Like,
Yeah.
in a game, when I was on Ho2, Percent saw that and is like, "Don't do that. Don't ride the rails. It's not a circus." But it does
Okay.
work.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't always rlie on it because
No.
it does kind of make you a spectacle, and everybody will try to shoot at you.
Yep.
It does draw attention. Not too bad. But it is also tough because you can like it takes a lot of control with like the visuals, and it's more effort I find. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't always do that. It does work in some cases though.
Yeah.
Other thing, high rail, not commonly used. Most people that use it die because it's a very easy place to get killed on. It does occasionally work. I would stay away from it though, because yet again, most rails on this map are like death traps. It's just about everybody dies on them. What else is there? Sniping is like it doesn't focus on the button. It's focusing on killing people off, maybe stopping them from the button, but no more than 2 should ever be sniping. Like that would be a strong rule, I would say. Is don't want more than 2, especially not 3 sniping, because that you're just like you won't be able to get that button. You could kill everybody on the map multiple times, but you have to have people that will go for that button.
Do you mean sniping with the sniper rifle, or just in general
Or
focusing on
pistol,
kills?
really. It's just the idea of like hanging back and shooting, like anything like that. Maybe for like 1 click. Unless you're like the one person designated for sniping, which we probably won't have on this map, and see a clip, get your dash back, and then go in.
Okay.
Yep.
Other things. There's not really that much to this map. It's really just focus on the button, sprint, strafing. You guys know what that is, right? You remember?
Yep.
Yeah, just like moving. Also, moving your head, I find like this just a little side thing. Like you can actually like move your head if you want, because a lot of people aim for the headshot. So if you like kind of crouch, like I personally crouch with the button, I find that easier. But you can also like move your head, go up and down. That is a nice thing to have on that button, because you can kind of like hit it and then start to dodge out what people are shooting.
Yep. The thing I thought about puppies is like you were so like when we played the match, you say like everybody on the button, you know, like press it. That was like your main thing when what I remember from the match. You were really like you wanted to the button pressed, and then I noticed if you follow me, the other team was jumping here, and then they fell down here, took the record the rocket, jumped up, and then on the rail, and they'll just shoot us up when we were standing around the button. You know?
Yes.
Because we were so focused on the button, so they could take 3 of us in one shot. So how do we counteract that? How do we counter that in the way that should we be like just pushing the button on, or should we like hang back somehow? I don't know how we have enough distance between us that we don't get shot with 1 rocket. You know, it's.
So that's 2 things there. One is sending somebody around that way can scare off that rocket. 2, actually no, it's 3 things really. Okay, well, 2 ideas, multiple solutions. So the first idea is to kill or distract that rocket so they can't shoot at the button, and that would be somebody going around the flank to like go into those rocket areas. Second is a person up there, like on the high part, where they can still dash right to the bottom and also snipe people or shoot them off of the high rail. the rocket you don't commonly see used, but in those scenarios, we should really work on like just having our team hit the button and then back off from it. Because
Yeah.
like to have 3 people there, I'm not sure if it actually happened in the match, but that I think like really it's not a worry of what they're doing, it's a worry of what we're doing at that point, because having 3 people all around the button at once is our problem. Like we gotta spread people out more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
I
I'm
think that-
thinking, if you're on the button, you can just stay back and kill, and then be 1 dash from the button so that you can press it as soon as it needs it.
Exactly. I love that tactic. I use it constantly in these matches. I hang back here, and I usually am already holding down on my dash, so I can shoot, and as soon as they hit the button, like less than a second, I want to be on it, trying to hit it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I hit it, I want to pull back.
This
Because
was
the
where-
rocket,
Yep.
yeah.
Sure. Please, Puppy.
No, sorry, I don't even know what I was saying at that point. Continue.
Okay, no, because when I have
Oh,
the dashes, I don't push the button, jump up, push the button, jump up. You know, it's just like, and then you can like
Yeah,
move,
that's
like you jump a little different, and then
Mhm.
you jump like this. You just switch over, just like a watch.
Yeah,
You
that's
just
good.
go round.
That's a very good thing to do. I mean, okay, so if it's the other team and you switch to like, let's
The
say
other
that's
side.
blue side,
Yeah.
here's not a great spot to be waiting for them to get to the button because they're just going to see you and kill you.
Yeah.
So like that strategy, it does work, but I think a better strategy would be to hit the button and then go back.
Go back.
So with that dashing, you can either like shoot over the shoulder, or another thing is like to swing your arm back. Oh, that doesn't really work as well, but like, yeah, I personally do it over the shoulder. Some people do manage to like go underhand and dash back, but yeah. So that's just one way. You can always go there, hit the button, turn around, and dash.
Yep.
Just different ways, really.
But actually,
It's just that you don't want to.
you don't have to push it over your shoulder. You can just put the ring against your breast and push.
Yeah, that also works.
Yeah, so you
like
can go
really,
halfway
it's
if you
just
want to.
getting that dash backwards.
Yeah.
I never actually did that, but I should try it. Yeah, that does
Yeah, I
work.
think maybe
I
that's.
would, I would probably do more backdashing.
Yeah. I normally don't
Oh,
use
yeah,
it myself, but
Could also go with a couple of things on another map. I
I
just
keep
thought of.
misfiring on that dash though. I must
Yeah,
think
it
it'd
is
be better to
tough. I
dash
personally
somewhere
don't
where I can
backdash
see
as
it.
much, but like a
that.
backdash does work. I don't personally do it all too much, so it's kind of weird for me to be
Yeah.
advising it. I personally hit the button, turn around, and dash back. Or just find a new spot
Yeah,
entirely.
that makes a lot more sense. Then you're gonna actually
Mhm.
know where you're gonna land.
Yeah, so
Pretty much just
you
as
don't-
fast too.
yeah, that move is a good move. I like it. That's that with all maps, when you're hiding somewhere, you want to change your hiding spot. Because that, playing against a good team, they should communicate with each other. So as soon as you do that and then you go back, maybe you'll get lucky again and get a couple more kills and hit the button more. But you want to take different hiding spots. Always be in a different place. So be unpredictable.
Yep.
That
I was
should
playing
cover
a
most
game with
of
Too Old for This today, and there was this funny guy. He was
Oh,
always
yeah.
hiding and was stationary, and you found him immediately. Like it was so funny. Like we're just laughing. We killed him off all
yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah,
really
that
miss-
happens a lot in matches, especially with less experienced players,
Yeah.
because they just find one hiding spot and they're like, "Oh my god, this is perfect. I'm gonna
Yeah.
live here now. It's amazing."
Yeah.
And they just think that they're gonna be unpredictable and nobody will know that they're there. But
Yeah.
good teams communicate, a hidden person especially.
Yeah. Definitely.
That
Um,
Is there anything else you guys were wondering? Because I think I got what I want, all the things that I wanted across.
I'm just wondering,
Yeah?
except for the circle here in the middle, is there any reason to
Mm-hmm.
go past half of the game? I mean, if we take a half of the game that you move over, except this circle, that you move over to the other side and started to disrupt.
Yeah, that's a
Push
good
on.
question.
Yeah.
So you can push over to steal their dash if you're close to it. Like maybe you're pushing the person, maybe you're pushing on that flank and then you want to take their dash.
Mhm.
To take their health, I actually quite do that often. I go over in their health to take it, and then I try to kill a couple people while I'm at it. And also, one disruptor maybe is actually a pretty good idea to send like, I'm not, I think probably that way is the best. Like to try and attack their dash. If they get it, perfect. They can, I'd say push through the middle then or the top, and then just do kind of like loops around that area where like the two areas start to merge. A disruptor could do loop laps around it and just go back and forth
Can you
between
show us
it.
what you mean? Can you show us?
Yeah, I should have mentioned that. Sorry. So like you can take their dash, and then maybe like if you don't see anybody, because like up here by their dash, to start attacking them, it's very risky because they can come through there. They can go on their main rail and start to curve and shoot you. They can go on the ground. It's just too many places for you to be watching all at once, especially if multiple people come out. So you can kind of like drop down, still be looking just in case somebody comes around. And then you can maybe go high at first and then shoot down, probably take a kill or two. Come down to the bottom, go up here, I don't know, do a couple more shots,
You're doing an 8. Yeah.
and then just pop down here, shoot a couple. Basically just that, and then you come up to their dash again, or something like that, just doing those loops. It's
So you're
really...
using this wall to kind of limit how many you're exposed to. This
Yeah,
arcing
because
wall.
when you push, you don't want to really push into that open of an area unless it's like a different map. But like on this map, I would say to push, unless you're trying to just like create as much chaos as you can and have them like run around, you go on this rail. But if you're actually trying to like kind of knock off a couple people, get those kills, distract them, because a lot of the time when somebody pushes, they'll send like 2 people disorganized to chase you around. And doing those loops and hiding with those walls is a good way to get away from them and to also get some good peeks at people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a quick way to
And
get
that's
away
like the
also,
pushing part.
because jumping around this corner is easy for you, like jumping up here, you know, and disappear. So
Yeah. And then even from here, you can like watch their button.
come around the corner.
Mm-hmm. Because they won't really expect anybody up here. But as soon as you do that, I guarantee you somebody will pop up right there when they
Yeah,
respawn.
I know when I
At
get
least.
up here, I go this corner. Then I have the chance to.
That is good, yeah. Yeah, you can either do that or like take off 1 or 2 people quickly and then drop down. Because I don't think they'd be that likely to go underneath when you were just over. And then you can come back here again and like shoot them if they go under, over, peek around the corner.
Nice.
So that's the person that pushes.
Okay, so what kind of changes in strategy get called? Like, so you were saying it's important to call off any person that is hiding in a specific spot. But besides that, what other kind of changes of strategy do you hear people calling in the middle of a match?
Do you mean like what
Stay on
call
the
out?
buttons.
Or...
You know?
Or
Yeah,
like that.
The team might be like, okay, we're staying on the button now, but then maybe there's a different strategy that you jump to, or I'm just wondering if there's any other changes of strategy that we might want to be thinking about in the middle of the match.
So if you are in, okay, really on control point is the button. Like everything revolves around the button. You can have one person that pushes around if you're already controlling the button, or if you just took control of the button and they're starting to respawn, send somebody up to disorganize them. Also, when like somebody, like when I call out button, is to grab the button, hide, wait for them to get it, button again, and just as soon as we lock a control on that, it can go so well, and we can hold for so long if we do things right, like hiding in proper places and then jumping out as soon as they get there. Having one person that pushes up, it can just, like, I gotta say this, it can just be so beautiful when it happens like that. Like a good organized hold on control point is amazing.
Yeah, but wait, puppy. No. I'm just thinking
yeah.
here, because if you say like this, you
You're
shouldn't have
probably
more
right.
than you should maybe have more than 2 people sniping. 3 definitely not. So actually, sniping the button. You understand me? I see that's the same thing. Shooting a person or sniping the button. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I'm seeing like if you have 3 people hiding, jumping and pushing the button, and they don't move, hiding, jumping, pushing the button, isn't that the same as using resources as wrong as 3 snipers?
Okay, see, a sniper, they hang back away from the button.
Yeah.
So a sniper just kills people generally after the button's already been hit. That's in most cases, especially if you're hanging back in like these areas, because you don't really see them until they've got into the button, and then maybe you do kill them. But a sniper, they get the kills, that's good and all, except they aren't pushing the button as much as they could be.
Yeah.
When if you have people here, you can jump down, smack the button. Also, I might have not gotten this point across, and that would be on me. But when you hit the button and there's somebody hanging out around here still, you kill them.
Yeah, but maybe the thing that makes me question this is you say like this: if I hide, so I jump behind here, I cannot kill people. I understand. If I hide, I'm also having a problem to shoot people. But if I'm just hanging back, like jumping back and then back again and shoot and fight, then I'm not hiding. You understand me? So when you say hiding, for me it's like go and hide somewhere, run around this corner and hide here, and then jump up and press the button and then go behind this here again, and you understand me? I'm not as useful hiding as I am just hanging, jumping back and shooting. That's why I mean the difference when you say hiding. I take that really literally in that way. I understand where I'm going with this. I mean, it's, I become worse. Like we were talking about the button push on the waterway, and you say hold the button, don't jump back and hide. And I said no, I need to hide because I don't move as fast because the way I play. So you say no, don't hide. And this is the same thing. That's why I'm also asking, because hiding is like when you say hiding, then I don't have a line of sight or I cannot see as many players because I'm hiding. You understand me? But probably you wouldn't. Okay. That's not the word you were actually looking for, I think, when you said it.
Okay, yes.
Okay. Maybe I made it over complicated. Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's fine. I want to make sure that you understand.
Yeah.
So, I qualified this as hiding. It's not a permanent thing. It's a temporary hide.
Yeah.
So you go here, and yes, it does actually technically disrupt your line of sight. So you can have one person back there, or there to maybe pick off a couple people, snipe a little bit. But you do want to have people around here that do actually this. I would qualify as hiding, and because you're just out of their line of sight, and so that when they jump in, you jump down, hit the button, and then try to kill them.
Yeah.
You get it a bit better?
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I was more when you were hiding. I
Okay.
was actually
Perfect.
really hiding. Not like trying to be
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
as small as possible, so they have less chance of hitting me. I was actually thinking when you say that, run and hide. Like jump up here,
Yeah,
hide behind
okay.
this wall. And then I know for sure that I won't have a line of sight to shoot at the button to protect it. So hiding for me was like disappear.
Okay, sorry. When
Yeah.
I say
No, no.
hiding, I mean like just
Yeah.
get out of their line of sight,
Yeah,
mostly.
yeah, yeah.
You can still like put a little bit out there. It's like you make your target smaller while they stay fully exposed. It's
Yeah.
just that idea.
Yep.
What weapons are preferable for this? Just basic pistols, or
So, okay. I use basic pistols. Most players on this map use basic pistols. You'll see maybe one or two people on a team that use shotguns. Shotguns are not that popular because like the spawning points are tough because there's one right there, and when you get it, there's usually somebody at their dash, so they're going to try and fight you. So it's tough to get doubles. But maybe on a team like Hat, actually, it does happen quite a bit, I think. There's a shotgun and pistol. Shotguns do work kind of well. I'm not a whole fan on them, but like on this map, it would be good to, if somebody jumps down, shoot them, and then get back. It would probably be quite efficient. SMGs work well too, because you can just like, well, they're SMGs, you can kind of hang back and actually snipe with them. I've seen that from quite a few players.
yeah.
Sniper rifles. I personally would not recommend them unless you're like quite good at them. Like, I don't know, what's his name? Just that good or something. Just that, yeah, something like that. I'm trying to remember his name. But yeah, somebody like him, he could probably pick up sniper rifles and dominate the map. In most cases, I wouldn't, because they only really work for sniping, and you want to get around on that button and stuff. So you want to have weapons in close range and maybe long range.
And I would say like this, Arty. I wouldn't use the rockets because you need to snap as really fast with your wrist, to bend it. It is like so. It's so stressful. Like you have you. It's really hard. You have to move it. So you're snapping with your hand. You're probably gonna get tired. So I wouldn't, because this space here is very small. Then you need to hang back more using the rockets. So I wouldn't recommend unless you're gonna shoot like jump around and just shoot straight. Then I maybe.
Yeah, and the rockets give your position away. It's so easy to get to any position on this map. It seems like.
Yeah, I personally, I think Hats is the only team I've ever seen use rockets on this map and actually do pretty well at it. Nobody really uses rockets except for a couple people on Hats, because exactly, like, it gives your position dead away. And also the reload time on it isn't great for hitting at the button, because if you're trying to hold like a steady fire at it, somebody can come in between shot, hit the button, and get out within that time, and then you just like fully miss them. Also, at least for me, like, I don't have that fast of a reaction time, so somebody could dash in, and while I'm waiting to shoot them with the rockets, as soon as I shoot it, they've already gotten away and hit button.
Yeah.
So I personally don't like rockets. I would stay away from them. Alternating, different story. That's not really versatile. Yeah, you just got to get that like perfect timing, because that I saw like it was a bit off on the timing. But either way, I personally don't like them because I don't think the splash damage does much when you're on this side and then they shoot out the front and hit. Especially if like your teammate jumps in at the same time, then it's a big mess. They're blocking it. Yeah. I just find that rockets can be messy and chaotic and miss a lot.
Yep.
That should be it. Anything else?